Ladies and gentlemen and ninjas, welcome back to the African Geekdom with I and I, Yaman JP. Today we review Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, which is, by the way, one of my favorite animes. And unfortunately, in 2022, this is supposed to be its final season. So this is going to be less of a review and more just a commentary, overview on the whole thing. Yeah. Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. Before I get into it, don't forget to like and please subscribe. I need subscribers, and thank you, of course, for clicking on my face. This face. Yeah.
神になるってのも一筋縄じゃいかねえな、シゲオ。
初めて会った時を思い出すよ。自分だけで背負わないで。だって僕は弟だから。モブ、戻ってこい。
はっきり言っといてやるよ。お前にはあの女は無理だ。
One and only one. さよなら、モブ。
Now, Mob Psycho 100. Man. Woo, I love this show. Right up front, great show. As before, we ended season 2 with Mob turning an explosion into a giant broccoli. Now the holy tree, which is something so ridiculous that can only happen in this show. So ridiculous that it is also presented with such seriousness. Crazy, stupid things happen, and it's presented to us with such straight face that it becomes somehow serious, and we are all invested in what happens in the story and what happens to the characters, and the characters are wonderful and all very likable. So we join again our friend Mob, aka Hanazawa, and the best sensei of all time, Mr. Reigen Aratak. And again, one sensei manages I've not read the manga for Mob Psycho, so I can't do a comparison to the manga. One is the creator of One Punch Man. Also, in case you didn't know, but if you're watching this, you probably know. One sensei has managed to weave a tale with such delicate real-world commentary. And in just 12 episodes in this season, we have 2 arcs. First arc is about the Holy Tree, and people are praying to the Holy Tree, and now they are fighting to see who is the actual Psycho Helmet, who is, by the way, Mob, who will come out on top as the leader of this new founded religion. And in this case, Dimple, Mob's associate ghost friend, just does some shenanigans and somehow absorbs all the energy from the tree and becomes more powerful, and is now the leader of this religion and starts brainwashing people. And there's some interesting commentary by Reigen v Mob here on, is it okay that people are praying to this tree and basically to a false messiah. In Dimple, as they are distributing candy that makes them praise the tree, the argument is that, well, they're doing it voluntarily, kind of, and they're happy to do it, so should this be taken away from them? And Reigen has decided that no, it shouldn't, but Hanazawa is like, hell no, well, we gotta put a stop to this. It's not good for the city, it's not good for the people. A very open-ended question is delivered very intelligently, but in the end, of course, the tree becomes, after a fight between Dimple and Mob, the tree becomes sentient and wants to do its own thing and get rid of everyone. So yeah, it had to be dealt with. A deep premise for such an anime that thrives off the ridiculousness of its presentation. And by the second arc, we have Mob, who is greatly affected by the fact that his crush Tsubomi will be changing schools, and he wants to ask her out on a date, so he sets a date with her after a lot of boys started chasing her to a date to ask her out on a date, and Mob ends up in a traffic accident, which is something we haven't explored. What happens to a psycho of this much raw power when he's on autopilot? So all the trauma that since season 1, since even the prologues we witnessed in season 1 and 2, that Mob's been dealing with, trying to suppress his power so he doesn't get out of control and hurt anyone, all that just floods out of him, and his power basically takes over. And for me, I found this to be the most heartwarming thing. What happened? His friends try to get in his way. His brother tries to get in his way. It doesn't work. The person who actually manages to bring him down is Reigen Sensei, of course. In a moment of pure raw emotion and pathos, Reigen confesses to Mob something that apparently the other side of Mob has known along, that he's been lying all this time. And there was never any doubt, and this to me is one of the best written characters in anime or anywhere, Reigen, that he con artist but with a big heart, and he really cares about what happens to Hanazawa. And he really proves it here by going all out, knowing he's gonna die, facing not even Hanazawa, just Mob. Well, actually, no, it's facing Hanazawa because the powers within Mob, they refuse to be referred to as Mob, and they refuse to listen to Reigen, but he persists, man. He fights through everything that's being thrown at him, runs over buildings, showing off the power of his physique, his body, with an assist by Dimple in the end. Yeah, man, this almost got me, man. Mob Psycho almost made me cry this time. And manages to bring Mob down, and the amount of destruction. Who knew that the greatest opponent that Mob would have to face in the end was himself, or the part of himself that he suppressed. And God damn it, that was brilliant, unexpected and brilliant. One, this is a gem. I need to get the collected edition of this manga. Yeah, put it up on my shelf. And if I had to rate this season, motherfucker, it's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. You heard me. A definite Mr. Bombastic.
Mr. Bombastic!
Yo, I was editing this review, and I realized in my initial review I didn't mention the song in the opening sequence, which is a fire truck, which is a fire track actually. The song is sung by Mob Choir. This was a great track in the opening sequence. It is the perfect song for the ending of this season. Out of these 3 seasons, this might have been the best track on the Mob soundtrack. The best track on the Mob soundtrack. Anyway. Bad wording and praise aside, I love this song. Okay? One by Mob Choir. You should get it on your playlist, man. Yeah, it added and elevated this show, this season. My other big boo-boo is that I kept referring to Mob as Hanazawa instead of Shigeo. My bad, makes it seem as if I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, motherfucker. We all have bad days, eh? Let's get it. I give this a high recommend for all anime fans, manga fans. If in general you like animation, if you like any form of media, I don't care if you don't watch anime, watch these 3 seasons. It's brilliant. Oh, and a little plug, something I'm reading this month, I'm plowing through it on volume 2. Something is killing the children. worth it. I plowed through the first volume, almost halfway through the second today. Started yesterday on volume 1, I'm on volume 2, about to finish it today. I'll go on volume 3. This has been me, Yaman JP. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. May the odds be ever in your favor. Wakanda forever, my ninjas. I'll catch y'all on the next one. JP out.